Hi everybody, this is Diane. Today is Mother's Day. It's too late for me to wish you a happy Mother's Day because you will see this the day after. So I hope that you did have a good Mother's Day. My son took me out along with his wife and their daughter. Took me out for lunch after church, so that was really nice. But today what I want to do is show you this haul, just a few pieces from 4 different places. And then I'm going to do just some sorting and organizing of vintage magazine and book images. So if you want to stick around for that, I would be glad of the company. So let me just show you what I have gotten recently from eBay or from Etsy. I got these 2 Raggedy Ann ribbons and I love them. It's from a shop called Twice in a Blue Moon on Etsy. Don't know if she has any more of the ribbon. But it was oh look, I didn't even notice there was a sticker there. Thank you, that was so sweet. That's another sticker. Yeah, so I have been finding Raggedy Ann stuff at flea markets. So I figured I would, I've been collecting stuff, so maybe before too long I'll get to do a Raggedy Ann journal. Also, I had gotten this from the outdoor flea market the last time I went, and I forgot to show it to you in my haul video. Now, I have seen these. This is from the 90s, and I have seen them from the 90s at the Barnes flea market, but they still have this on them, so you can't open it and see what the pages are like, and they were $15. And I know from the 90s, they don't look very vintage, and it's photographs, not drawings. But, I mean, even 50s and 60s are photographs, but they're cool vintage photographs. I think I need to put my shade down. I'm at my kitchen table. Nope, that didn't help, did it? Oh, that might be too dark, but let's carry on. So, this was $2 at the outdoor flea market, so I figured I would take a chance on it. When I got home, I took the wrapper off it, and of course they're just photographs of 90s clothes, but I thought maybe not for junk journals, but I could use some of these images for glue books. I think they're cool images for glue books. So, of course, there are the ladies' fashions and men's fashions and children's, but I didn't even look at the rest, what else I might find in here that I can put in glue books. But, it's a typical 90s Sears catalog. So, not too exciting, but for $2, I thought I could use stuff out of there. And then my friend who has the coffee shop and antique store, I went to tell her something one day, and someone had just donated boxes of books, and these caught my attention, and I said, well, what are those? And she told me to just go ahead and look and see if there's anything I liked. So I pulled out a few things, and I was going to pay her for them because she's going to process them and put them in her antique store or her eBay store. But she told me just to take them because she didn't pay for them. I'm like, yes, but I can pay you for them. But she didn't want any money. So this is one of the things that I picked up, and it is a Cool Whip recipe book, spiral bound. It's called The Well-Dressed Dessert. Doesn't have a date in it, but I would surmise it's from the 70s. What would you think? And it stands up. So the first 3 chapters are this way, and then the next 3 chapters, you just turn it around and they're that way. Chapters 4, 5, and 6. I got to show you the really cool image in here. This is the only page that flips down like that. It's the content page, but I love that image right there. Very 70s. So there's a lot of fun. I could have taken that out for my strawberry journal, but I had enough strawberry stuff. They're just photographs. There's a few illustrations, and the font is cool. Some Christmas cookies. I'm at my dining room. I think I said that. because I need to spread out for the sorting I'm going to do. I said dining room, but I only have one eating table, and my dining room and kitchen are very small and they're connected, so whatever you want to call this, this is my table. This is the tablecloth that I got at estate sale a few months ago, and it's perfect size for this table. These are the books that caught my eye, and they're Popular Mechanics Home Handyman, but I just loved the fronts, and they're the same pictures, just different colors. So I picked up 3 of them, and 2 of them are the same color. I can't remember if I got 2 brown or 2 green, but I just brought 2 of them over here to show you. So I can use some of the pages too, but what I really wanted was the covers just to make glue books with. I'm not going to do a themed handyman book. Just glue books, and this would be for an eclectic journal. I got excited when I saw this. They were in the box with their spines up, so I saw a whole row of these spines, and I used to see a whole row of these spines on the bookshelf in our living room when I was growing up. My father had these, the Illustrated Do-It-Yourself Encyclopedia Popular Science Edition. So I'm just going to make eclectic journals out of these. Again, they're not going to be handyman themed. Just I liked the cover and I thought I could do some fun things with that. So I got, I don't know, maybe 3 of those books. No more than 3 anyway. And then my daughter-in-law, we were coming home from Elmira, and these are not part of it. I was wondering where those books went. We stopped at a flea market that's on the way home, but it's not one that I really care about going to again, because they never have anything that I want. But there was this one vendor there, the last vendor that we looked at on our way out, and she had some paper stuff. So Stephanie got some things and I got just a couple things. These are not for junk journaling, they're just tablets that were 25 cents. So I'll just keep them around for taking notes, trying to work out my Wordle of the day. If you don't know Wordle, you can look it up. It's a really fun game. You play 1 Wordle a day, and the next day you get a new one. And sometimes I need a scrap of paper to try to work it out. Sometimes I don't. I picked this up because it's a really pretty Christmas letterhead stationery, and it is a full pack of can't see how many pages are in there. I guess it doesn't matter. It's a lot of paper and I don't need this much. So I'm sure I'll be putting Christmas bundles together before I put Christmas journals together. I always do. I have to just thin things out and put bundles together and sell them. And then I make the journals, and then I sell off the rest of my Christmas stuff. And then in January I start collecting Christmas stuff again. I'm trying not to collect too much of it this year. I thought this was nice. It was a bundle. This was 25 cents, and I really liked this Things to Do tablet. And then this, the spiral is gone, which is great because I would have taken it apart and I would have saved the work. Oh, those are just plain papers. And those are just plain papers. So I guess what I wanted was just this. So it was $0.25 for all of this, and I could handle that. Move these things down because I'm going to need my full table for the sorting I'm going to do. And the last thing I picked up at that little flea market was this pack of really cute strawberry shortcake stickers. I'm going to take them out of the package so you can see them without glare. There's 2 sheets. I guess they glare anyway. They are just adorable. And I can use them in Golden Book journals or any kinds of journals. I love them. My daughter was really into strawberry shortcake. For me, it was Raggedy Ann and Barbie and Holly Hobby. And for Judy, it was, well, she liked Barbies too when she was a little older, but she loved the strawberry shortcake. Okay, now, on to today's chore. I have so much stuff to sort, and I know we won't get to do it all. Even without a video, I would not be doing it all today because it's just too much. So I have images that I've taken out of children's books mostly, and vintage magazines. And I have categories. You may have seen me pull these out, these little envelopes out to get images out, divided into different categories. And then I have these big envelopes. This one says food. So these are images from vintage magazines. But I also have, I think, some food in this other one. So I've been meaning to really get going on organizing this stuff. And these are the kinds of things I want to use more of. So I may be destashing some of it, but maybe not. So I've got some things that never got put away yet. So let's start there, I guess. I think maybe the first thing I want to do after I get these sorted is go through this thing. And then I'll do the big envelopes. We probably won't get to them today. So categories I have are, for the magazines, is ladies, let's see, fashion. So that would be a fashion one. And some of them I have ladies, but they're separate from the fashion ones. So I don't know, I just kind of go by what I think when I see it. Here's a lady with her Stokely canned goods, so this would go with food or cooking. Food. And there's a fashion one. This came out of an Avon book, not a catalog to buy cosmetics from, but a book that you could buy for grooming for the whole family. And these pages came from that, as did that. So I'm going to just put them in this pile because they're not fashion pages. This is a Hoover vacuum cleaner. I'm sorry, that's my daughter talking to me about Mother's Day. She's on her break at work. I'm going to put that in the homemaking section. And that one also, it's detergent. More detergent, and this one is cream. I think I'll put that in homemaking because it's really not cooking. It's just the milk bottle with a really cool cream top. The cream rises up to the top, and you can do something that would just pour the cream out and keep the milk. It has something that prevents the milk from coming out. So that's pretty cool. So I'm going to put that in homemaking. This will go here because I think this category is just people. Or maybe just vintage. This would be like in a vintage. I love this art. This little girl with her Coke and then the basket of groceries right there. It's really cute. And there's a typewriter. I think I'll keep these separate for now until I decide what these categories are going to be. So this is food. It's not cooking, but my category is food. So I'm going to put that there. Of course, that cream could go there too, but there's Rice Krispies. I've got some words that I'll keep. And I'll keep these here in the vintage people for ginger ale. Love that. I was thinking too, last magazine I cut up, I was thinking there were a lot of images that could be for snarky housewives. So I'm going to put them in a separate category when I come to them. There's some more food. Homemaking. Food. And it's a refrigerator. It could be food, but I'm putting it in the homemaking. So that's that pile that didn't get organized before. I'm just going to go ahead and put them in the existing envelopes. And then I will go through them again when I need to sort the envelopes, organize the envelopes. Let's see, what's this one? I think this one didn't get sorted either. I'm not going to do that right now. I think this one is, I didn't label these. I think this is just vintage. I can figure it out once I go through these all again. I'll put her in here. Ladies. Okay, so these ladies should have been in here. put those ladies in there. They're not fashion, they're just ladies. And let's see, that's a Mary Poppins book. These are just some large children's book pages that I want to make journals out of. There's another lady. Guess I'll put her with the fashion stuff for now. This one is homemaking. And fashion. And I don't think I have an envelope for words. So we're going to call that good for now. At least I got those stray pieces put away. Now, let's get into this. I know that I cut up some children's books and I just kind of stuck the pieces in that without putting them in the proper folders. This is all pieces from a Tasha Tudor Easter book that had such beautiful illustrations. The book was coming apart, just a little book. And I thought these illustrations were so beautiful. So I kept them separate from all the others. I'm not sure what I'll do with them yet. I was thinking about selling the little book, and then I thought, no, I need those illustrations. They're too cute. So I'm going to just, for now, separate them into magazine images and book images. So these are all magazine. Because I keep the categories separate. This is book. And as I do the books, I will put them into their own categories. So this is, I have children and people. So this, it would go in people because there's no children there. But this one has children and their mother. But it's mostly the children, so I'll put that in the children category. I'll put that in people, I guess. And people, and people, and these are magazines, children, and miscellaneous. So these are math pages that I thought I could make fun pockets and journal cards with. And I'm going to put that with the children, even though there's a teacher there. Miscellaneous, children, miscellaneous, children, and children. Because I don't need this. Nothing there. Oh, it's Good Housekeeping's Book of Good Meals. Yeah, I don't need that. This says small cutouts in words. I'm going to set that aside till I'm ready to deal with the pouches. And I have an animal category. I might put that in the people because it features Mom. And with the building, there's an animal and a lady in the building. I'm going to put that in miscellaneous. And I think Dad is the focal point here. They're all gathered around Dad. And I have, oh, this is small cutouts in words, so I'm going to just put that in there for now. You would just have to figure out what each thing says to you as far as choosing the category. That's a whole book page. So I'm just going to set that aside. I think for children's book illustrations, I don't have a lot of food, so this will just go in miscellaneous. flowers. There's an animal. I just cut these out of a really old alphabet book. The first half was animals and the second half was plants. That goes with that one. It had flowers and fruits and vegetables. Love that picture of the corn. I love that lemon and the pear. These are just such beautiful illustrations. There's a little girl. It's supposed to be Jenny Lind when she was little. And some book pages that I'll just set aside. That's a fun one. Was a Crooked Man. It had a crooked style. Took a crooked sixpence and walked a crooked mile. That's his crooked house. And his crooked cat. He had a crooked cat who chased a crooked rat. And they all lived together. I don't remember how it all goes. But anyway, that's cute. I'm putting that in miscellaneous. And the Barbie dolls. I think I'll put those with my paper doll collection. Because maybe they'll go in a paper doll journal, but I also have some Golden Book or Whitman books that have doll stories about dolls, so maybe I'll put that with them. Well, I didn't cut that one out, but put that with the children. There's Mom. And there's three ladies there. Oh, that's from a magazine though. It goes over there. Okay. I have the big Spiegel catalog back cover in these pages. So I want to keep them as full pages. And this is a little girl playing the piano. It's the cover of a farm journal that came out of a scrapbook. I'll probably put that in a bundle to sell. And this one too, The Automobile That Flies. The experimental today, the flying car may be the answer to crowded roads of tomorrow. I don't know the year of this. So now I've got some more magazine images. These came out of a scrapbook. I may just put all of these into a bundle to sell. They look like they're from the 40s. She's so sweet. Shredded wheat. Girls with an umbrella. Yeah, I'll put those in a bundle. Oh, this is a digital. I'll put that somewhere else. Okay, that is everything that's not already in a pouch. So, this pouch looks like it's animals. I've got some birds. These aren't necessarily from a children's book, but they were like sketched images of birds. So, and there's flowers. So they shouldn't be in an animal pouch. Yeah, this has flowers. So this one is combined, magazine and book, because I don't have a lot of the flower images. So I'm going to put all of these images in here. I'm going to put the nuts in the miscellaneous. And I think I'll keep the vegetables out. I'll just put the flowers in here. Keep the fruits and vegetables out. Okay. So they go in miscellaneous. Just want to see if there's anything I want to discard. I think I can do that while I watch TV tonight. I'll just go through these. I think I'll put the birds here. It doesn't make sense to have them with the flowers. Although there is a magazine called Birds and Blooms. Okay, everything else is flowers. All right. So I will put this back in here, and I think, yeah, I'm not sure where I'm going to keep this. This goes with miscellaneous. Okay, children. That's a big pile in here. So what I'm going to do is just put the children here into that, and then while I watch TV over the next few nights, maybe I will go through these folders and these pouches and pull some pieces out to put in bundles. This one is the miscellaneous. And this one is animals. This pouch has subscription cards and bookmarks. I'll just show you that category. I just want you to see how my mind is working here. It also has, this is a coupon. I think I have a collection of coupons in with my recipes and homemaking stuff. But these are subscription cards from vintage magazines. They're fun to include in junk journals. And there's another coupon. So I guess I do have a bunch of coupons in here. So I might want to put them somewhere else. What did this say it is? Bookmarks. I was finding a lot of bookmarks. That will just go with food in the magazine section. That's not anything. This is a sweepstakes entry, I think. Yeah, lots of coupons. I'll put those in a separate little pouch, but maybe put them back in here. Just keep them together. I love this old subscription form. Yeah, these are the bookmarks. So I think I'll put them in a different place, even if I even keep them. So some of them are little forms to send in, not necessarily subscriptions. That was for the Cheerful Card Company. Just things that you could pick up in magazines, fill them out, send them in with some money. And I have my Spiegel catalog order blank in here. It's got the ordering or the size chart. Yeah, that's a fun page, and I've never done anything with it. So all of these can stay in this pouch. Kind of got bent. And I'll tuck these back in the front for now. Oh, this is from an old magazine. It's an address label. Let me see these. There's a signing alphabet. That was an advertisement, I think, off an old magazine cover for a set of books. So that's the spine off of a Rudyard Kipling book. Pumpkin Spice Latte from Starbucks. I don't think I'll keep these. She's a local author. Tell me if you've heard of these books. There's a bunch of books about a bear, like Sleep, Big Bear, Sleep. But she also has Sneezy the Snowman, Sneeze, Big Bear, Sneeze, Earth Day, Birthday, Barnyard Fun, Grumpy Groundhog, and Go to Sleep, Maddie, 2015. Her name is Maureen Wright, and I took Layla there when she was littler to the library, and she read Sneezy the Snowman to the kids, and then she had a few of her books available for purchase there. So I see her. I know what she looks like now because I went to that reading, and I see her at Walmart quite frequently. So tell me if you have heard of this author. They're beautiful children's picture books that you would see at Barnes & Noble. Learning Express Library and Endless Mountains Quilt Guild. I'm not going to keep these. I have People. I might keep them to use as bookmarks, but I'm not going to keep them for junk journals. Now this doesn't have enough in it and it's tipping over. This one has needlework in it. So I saw some pieces over here from the magazines that had quilts and needlework, so that kind of thing would go in here. They're pretty much all from magazines. This is from magazines, but I'm not sure what it is. This is something I have to go through and sort. This one is Magazine Fashions, I think, looks like. But I have another envelope over there with fashions. So this is why I need to go through all this stuff. This is for beauty advertisements from old magazines. These are things for the home, and I see some shoes back there. These are from old catalogs, like the Spiegel catalog. And these are men's images, I think, from old magazines. Yeah, these are masculine things. So I can sort these things. The magazine pages that I set aside can be sorted for the magazine categories. Is all of this making your head spin? It makes my head spin sometimes. So these are magazine pouches. And probably this, because it's the subscription cards and stuff. And all the rest are the book pouches. So I'm going to put these back in their little container. And I might put another container. I have another one like this. So I might keep them separate. One for books and one for magazines. And that would make it easier for me to find the pouch that I'm looking for. And I'll make sure I label all of them. So that is the next thing for me to do. Let's see, what's this pouch? Oh, that's the one that's mixed stuff. Okay. This pouch looks like homemaking, and there's a envelope full of homemaking stuff. So you can see why I get confused. So this is going to be my next big sorting project. I don't know how long this will take me, but I wanted to have you with me as I started it so you could see how I categorize things. I can show it to you once I have it all put together the way I want it, and when I do a tour of my reorganized craft spaces, I can show you where I store it and how I access it and everything. I hope you found this informative and not confusing. And what did you like from my haul? Do you even remember what I got in my haul? You can go rewind and watch again. So that's it for today. I will see you in the next video. Maybe we'll be starting on the Swan Journal. Maybe we'll just do some random ephemera in between journals. I don't know yet. But I'll see you soon. Have a creative day. Bye-bye.